And today I'm here making a quinoa vegetable salad with a lemon basil dressing. You're going to want to start by cooking your quinoa. Today I just bought a quinoa from our local grocery store that was bagged. If you choose to buy a quinoa in bulk, I would advise you to rinse the quinoa because it'll give it a kind of bitter taste. So today, when cooking your quinoa, you'll take a cup of quinoa and you'll take 2 cups water. You'll place it in your saucepan and you'll bring that to a boil. Once you bring your quinoa to a boil, you'll allow it to simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. After it's simmered for this time, your quinoa will have somewhat of a translucent appearance. It'll seem like it has little tails because the outer layer will have detached. Then you can take your quinoa away from the heat and allow it to cool. After you've cooked your quinoa and it's cooling, you'll be able to make your dressing and chop up the rest of your ingredients. What I want to note about quinoa is that it is a whole grain and it's a wonderful source of fiber and protein and many other phytonutrients or vitamins and minerals. So quinoa is a wonderful addition to a meal that can make any dish a full meal. Okay, so while we set our quinoa to the side and allow it to cool, we're going to start by making our dressing. Now our dressing's pretty simple. It contains 3 ingredients, and these ingredients are lemon juice. So right now we have 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and this is really just 1 lemon squeezed. In order to prevent the seeds from the lemon, I squeeze my lemon facing up so that the seeds wouldn't get into the juice. Lemons are a wonderful source of vitamin C, which is also an antioxidant which can help us in preventing cancers, and so this is really beneficial nutrient. Although vitamin C oxidizes quickly, so those benefits go away when air and the inside of, say, a fruit mix together. So, since these benefits can go away so quickly, it's good to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables with this vitamin C in them. So after you have your lemon squeezed, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, we're going to mix that up a little bit. And olive oil is wonderful because it is a healthy fat. So it's heart healthy. It has those mono and polyunsaturated fats everyone's raving about that you want to include in your recipe. So after we've added that, you're going to add your 2 teaspoons of basil. Okay, you're going to mix that up. After you've mixed this up, you're going to want to set it in your fridge. So I'll be back in just a second. Once you have your dressing in the fridge, you'll allow that to chill for a while. It's good to add your dressing right before you serve it. So let it sit in the fridge and get ready while we chop up or prepare our other ingredients. Today, I've already chopped up and prepared the ingredients we're going to add to our quinoa salad. So you'll take your cooled quinoa, and first we're going to start by adding our 1 orange bell pepper. Now you can add a red bell pepper if you prefer, or green. This is just kind of to give it a little bit of a different color in contrast to the other vegetables we're going to be adding today. So we're going to add our 1 orange bell pepper, which this orange bell pepper is a wonderful source of beta carotene, and it's also a wonderful source of lycopene, which can help with prostate cancer and ovarian cancer. So this is a good nutrient or antioxidant to add into your foods. Next, we're going to add, today I did about 20 cherry tomatoes that I just sliced into quarters. For a comparison, you can add about 4 small tomatoes. So we'll add these in. Again, tomatoes contain that lycopene I was talking about that can help with cancer prevention and protect against that, say, prostate cancer. Okay, so we'll mix this up a little bit before adding our next ingredient. Our next ingredient is a red onion, which I used 1/4 of a red onion. Red onion or onion in general goes a long way, so you don't have to add too much of it to get that potent flavor we want. Get it all in the bowl. Okay. Then we also have 4 green onions that I chopped up. Okay. Now, onions are a wonderful source of flavonoids, and again, these are many phytonutrients that are going to give you that protection against cell damage that causes cancer. So overall, a variety of fruits and vegetables in your diet every day is truly what's going to help us to prevent that cell damage that over time can cause cancer. Okay. So our next ingredient adds a little bit of a meaty texture or a density to our dish. And we chose garbanzo beans, or others may know them as chickpeas. Now I had them canned, so I rinsed them first. Rinsing your canned vegetables or beans is always a wonderful idea because it removes about 40% of the sodium. And that's a big deal when we're looking for heart health or a lower sodium diet. The general public should really shoot for less than 2,400 milligrams of sodium per day. So this would be a great way to cut that sodium down. So we'll just add that 1 can of garbanzo beans. Okay. And we'll mix that in. Okay. So next we have our corn, which we're going to add 1½ cups of corn. Today I just used a frozen corn and I allowed it to thaw overnight to set it in my fridge. So we'll add our 1½ cups of corn. Now corn, again, along with all of these vegetables, is going to add fiber. And fiber is so wonderful because it helps us for our weight management. Fiber helps us to stay full longer, so it gives us that sense of satiety, as we refer to it, or that sense of fullness for a long period of time. Okay, now we've added all of our vegetables, and it's time to add our secret ingredient, which is truly my favorite ingredient, our feta cheese. Now we're just going to add 1/8 of a cup of feta cheese because feta, the flavor is so great. It's so potent and it just goes a really long way with a little bit. Now, today I used a reduced fat version. When choosing cheeses, it's always a good idea to choose a reduced fat and if possible to choose a reduced sodium. Again, relating back to that point of reducing the sodium in your diet to remember less than 2,400 milligrams per day. So we're going to add our 1/8 of a cup of feta. You'll mix that in. So then you can set this mixture in your fridge until you're ready to serve it. And once you're ready to serve it, say at your cookout or your family get together, you'll grab your dressing out of the fridge. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so we have our dressing that we made earlier. Remember, we have our extra virgin olive oil, our lemon juice, and our basil. And you'll evenly disperse that over the mixture. And then you'll just mix that in. And you can see that this is a vibrant dish with many colors and, as you heard throughout it, with many benefits and preventative agents. So our ending product is a beautiful quinoa salad with a lemon basil dressing. Enjoy.